So we've now arrived at our last section. So now we want to talk about the qualifications you should look for in selecting a bookkeeper. I believe that person should be strong in math. What I mean by that, they should be able to do basic accounting, subtraction, multiplication, division. That's the heart. They should be able to do those four functions. So if you have someone who's really shaky, really having difficulty adding, subtracting, can't do it without a calculator, I would think twice about that person being a bookkeeper. Now, if that is you, I recommend that you take an accounting class. Go to one of the local community colleges. It's cheaper, definitely less expensive, and take a class. It'll help you feel more comfortable with understanding some of the accounting terms and concepts. It'll help you learn the technique, and you'll find that, again, what we're doing is just basic addition and subtraction in most cases when it comes to accounting. So I advise you, if you have to do the bookkeeping yourself, take an accounting course that will strengthen your math skills, and it also will strengthen your understanding of the techniques that we use in accounting to do bookkeeping. Now, again, if you're looking for a professional, I would definitely look for someone with a bachelor's degree or higher, unless the person has a documented certification that you can verify that documents their skill as a bookkeeper, or they're an experienced bookkeeper and they have that they have those set of references that you can validate. So a bachelor's degree or higher, or they have documented evidence of performing this function in the past for someone else, and they have references to support it. They have an eye for detail. Now, you can hire somebody who will just be a bookkeeper. They will just collect the information that you give them. They'll put it into Excel, or they'll put it into a software package like QuickBooks. But you also want someone who's going to alert you that they saw something that was unusual. Because what will happen here is that as they look at these numbers over and over again, they'll get used to the pattern. They'll get used to how much you're spending on insurance. They'll get used to how much you're spending on your telephone bill. And they'll see something that's an outlier, something that's unusual, and they'll bring it to your attention. And you hope that they would, so that both of you can investigate it and get ahead of the error. The ability to meet deadlines. As I mentioned in the previous section, bankers have certain requirements for loans. They may require you to generate a report for them every quarter, and they want that report on time. So you want someone who will be able to help you meet those deadlines and any other financial deadlines that you have where people are requesting financial information from you. The ability to communicate complex data in a clear way. Once again, there's a lot of data that's going to be coming at them. Invoices, bills from your utility company, contracts, leases. They have to be able to process information, know how to sort through it, and put the numbers into the appropriate categories into your Excel spreadsheet or into your accounting software. So they have to be able to handle that sorting and prioritization of that information so they can input it correctly. They should have exceptional organizational skills. So after you give them the information, they should put it into a file. The file should go into a file cabinet or into some other electronic filing system so that everybody can easily access it in the future if you need to recover that data for information's sake or to resolve an issue. They should have the ability to prioritize projects. So they have their daily responsibilities, which is to input information into a database like Excel or into the accounting software. But something may come up, an unexpected item, and you need it right away. So they should be able to prioritize that for you and be able to put items aside and then work on that short-term project for you. They should have good customer service skills. I mean, they should be pleasant to speak with, because literally they're going to become a partner to you, because you're going to rely on them for this information. You're going to rely on them to put it in accurately. So you should have a strong or a comfortable working relationship with them. So you want someone with good interpersonal skills. Excellent data entry skills. It's got to be accurate. They got to put it in the right way. They can't keep flipping the numbers around or turning the numbers upside down. They have to have strong data entry skills. And if they're also down the road handling your payroll for you because you're not using an outside company, then you want to make sure they do understand the payroll system, they understand the payroll requirements, any government regulations around payroll, so you don't find yourself in trouble later on with government authorities because you did not set aside the appropriate monies for each one of your employees. Bookkeeper compensation. I went out and took a look and found that Indeed, www.indeed.com, had some statistics out there. This was done in 2023. Talks about the average salary for a bookkeeper. Not cheap, because again, we're looking at a bachelor's level person. Now, if you find someone who doesn't have a bachelor's level degree, but they have a certification and some experience, maybe you can come in a little bit lower than this. The average pay was around $43,000 a year. Their hourly compensation, about $21 an hour. So what does this mean? You're saying, hey, Adam, already out of my range, I can't pay that. I'm not saying you have to. What I'm saying is that if you're budgeting and you're trying to forecast this out or thinking about what the cost could be, this is what they're talking about today. If I need to bring a bookkeeper in, but I can't afford an annual salary, maybe you can work out a hourly arrangement. You have an hourly rate here. Maybe I just have them come in right around the quarterly cycle. They come in where I put together all my numbers myself. I just have them come in to be an extra pair of eyes, to help me review the numbers, help me to look through them to see what trends that they see that can help me make my decisions in the future. So I just pay them for their time. So maybe an hourly arrangement works for them, and it will work for you as well. So, in conclusion, what do we need to do with this information? How do I need to think about bookkeeping for my business moving forward? Historically, business owners have looked upon bookkeeping as a simple operation that can be outsourced to a third party. I'll just give it to the accountant to do. The third party will be responsible for preparing the required tax documents and then sending them off to the IRS. And then the IRS is hoping to receive those documents, of course. They're hoping that these documents are accurate, and so is the business owner, and that the business owner may actually get a tax return. So bookkeeping in most cases is seen as just a tax preparation issue. We recommend that bookkeeping is one of your chief responsibilities. It's an additional task that flows with all the other responsibilities you have as a business leader and as a business manager. So in addition to the operating activities you do in terms of operations, in terms of marketing, doing the promotion and the public relations, everything related to marketing, HR, the hiring and the training, all those activities you have this additional financial management activity that should just be part of your routine. And if you do it in an organized manner, the results will help you long-term in a business. It'll help you manage cash flow. It'll help you with financial compliance, especially when you're talking to bankers and you secure a line of credit or a different type of loan from the bank. It'll help you with short-term and long-term decision-making. And lastly, it'll help you prepare financial forecasts, help you better predict how you think the business will perform given changes in the economy, given changes in demand by your customers. So, cash flow management, financial compliance, helping you with decision-making, helping you with forecasting. These are all major and significant benefits of performing bookkeeping. So, in summary, what did we cover today? We clarified the principles and the purpose of bookkeeping. We reviewed the benefits of bookkeeping as it relates to small business management. And lastly, we highlighted the qualifications you should look for in a professional to hire. I hope you enjoyed this session, and on behalf of the Chicago Minority Supplier Development Council, thank you for joining us today, and take advantage of the other workshops that Chicago MSDC has provided for you. Have a great day.